right. Welcome everybody to the Credit Business Growth Show. Today I am back for another powerful show. That's right. If you can hear me okay, just let me know in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me very clearly, because what I'm about to show you guys today is very, very powerful. If you are a business, like this is not even just for a credit repair business, but if you are running any type of business, you're going to want to stay all the way through the end and hear my 10 powerful tips. I'm telling you, look, you know what they say? Cut the learning curve. Learn from others who's already been where you are. If you can hear me clearly, say aye. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Go ahead and raise your hand and say aye for me. Type in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Guys, this is thousands of dollars of information, thousands, not like 1,000, but thousands of dollars of information I'm about to share with you if you are in the game to grow your business. If you can hear me, say aye. Say aye if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say aye. If you are new to the industry, if you're brand new, type in the chat. Let me know if you are new running your business. It could be any type of business. It could be any type of business. We're not just talking about credit repair businesses. It could be a tax business. It could be a hair salon. It could be an e-commerce business. If you are new, let me know. Just say, Mark, I'm new to the business. I'm not new to the business. Let me know which one. Are you new to the business or you're not new to the business? Let me know. Type in the chat. Let me know if you're new to the business. Let me know. Let me know if you are new to the business. Just type in the chat. Let me know so I can move on, because I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, like, you're not going to just learn this from the internet. You gotta hire coaches. You have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to learn what I'm about to teach you right now. Remember, I run Client Dispute Manager Software, a large software company, so I gather a lot of data all the time. Okay. You guys understand what I'm saying? All right. So I'm a newbie. I'm not new to the business. I'm not new to the business, but doing rebuilding, new to the business, credit repair. Hi, hello, Mark. I'm a newbie. Good. That's good. That's good to hear, because I'm about to show you something that you probably never heard of. All right. New. That's great. It's good to get the knowledge when you're brand new, right? It's good to get the knowledge when you're brand new, because you're starting off on the right foot. You're starting off on the right foot. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. These are the top 10 mistakes that when I used to have a credit repair company a long time ago. And these are the top 10 mistakes that I made that can actually kill your business, that can put your business in the ground, right? So if you're just starting out, make sure you take care of these first, okay? And go back and watch the replay and write them down one by one. All right. I have not got my license yet. I'm starting to learn the process. All right. So let's dive into mistake number one. Dangerous mistake number one. Well, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay. So this show is brought to you by the Client Dispute Manager, a credit repair business software, actually a complete business in the box. Everything you need to start and run a successful credit repair business. To learn more about the Client Dispute Manager software, go to clientdisputemanagersoftware.com. All right, so let's talk about the first mistake. We're going to talk about the first mistake, okay? Let's talk about the first mistake that can actually kill your business. Not trademarking your name. How many of you guys here on the call have trademarked your business name? Type in the chat and let me know if you trademark your business name. Let me know if you've trademarked your business name. Type in the chat. Let me know if you trademark your business name. All right. So let's talk about that for a second. So say, for example, you went on the internet and you was able to find a name, right? So you went on the internet, you went to GoDaddy, you found the name, right? You said, wow, this name is good. I like this name. I want to go with this name for my company, right? I want to go with this name. Then you went to the Secretary of State's website and you search for that name. Man, I got the name, right? It's perfect. But only one problem. There's only one problem. Someone else trademarked your name. So you went through all of this work, building business credit, right? Getting this name, getting the domain name, but yet someone else took your name and trademarked your name. Now, I'm not going to go into business credit on this show right here, right? But there may be another show where we talk about how to build business credit the right way, right? So you don't want to build business credit, or you don't want to put all this effort into a name that you found on GoDaddy.com and that was available in your state, and then come to find out that someone else trademarked your name. This will be a complete disaster for you. So this is a number one mistake. This is a huge mistake that we see a lot of new business owners make, is that what they do is that they go get the domain name, they register it with the Secretary of State, but they never trademark it because they don't want to pay the trademark fee. You guys understand what I'm saying? But then their business starts to grow, but then someone else controls the trademark of their name. So that's the number one mistake that can kill your business and put it in the water really, really, really quick. All right. So now, well, Mark, I don't have a lot of money. I can't afford. I'm just starting now. I don't have a lot of money. Where should I go? Who should I trust? Okay. Couple things. One, you can use a trademark attorney to do it. And of course, it's going to be more money to do it, right? Or you can use this company right here, Trademark Genius. Okay. Trademark Genius can do it for you. So basically, Trademark Geniuses, what they do is you can put your name in there. They'll search the trademark office for you to see if your name is there, right? If it's available, they charge $99 to $199 to do a full trademark search for you, right? They will do the full trademark search for you, right? And if there's no similarities, or if there's no one else who has that name, then what they'll do is they'll email you and say, how do you want to move forward? Do you want to move forward with trademarking your name? And then at that point, you have to pay for the trademark application, which is around, I think, $300 and something. Okay. So there you go. Trademark Genius right there. You can do it on your own. If you want to talk to them, they do have lawyers on staff that will review all your paperwork. It's very simple. It's very straight to the point. Trademark Genius. All right. So the next step, the next major issue, the next major mistake that I see people make is this. They do not have a website audit. How many of you guys have actually paid someone to go to your website and provide a detailed audit of your website? How many of you, type in the chat, let me know how many of you guys have actually hired someone to go to your website and audit your website, right? Tell you everything that's wrong with your website, right? Tell you about the colors, the design, the reason why customers are not converting, the reason why people are not signing up. Has there anybody who's done that before? I don't know what it is. Jesse said, I don't know what it is. Is there anybody here in the call has ever had a UX designer audit their website? Okay. Audit their website. No one. Let me tell you something, guys. The website is just like your home. So think about it for a second. Your website is like your home, right? Right? Like when you buy your home, you want to make sure your home looks good, right? You want to make sure this is here. You want to put the couch there. You want to make sure your kitchen's clean. That's it. That's like your home, right? So if you are spending money marketing, you're spending money on employees, you're spending money on security, you're spending money on everything else, but the number one thing is your website. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like that is like the that's where everybody comes, right? So what you need to do is you need to get someone to do an audit of your website. And what they would do is they're going to audit your website and they're going to tell you every single thing that's wrong with your website. All right? They're going to tell you every single thing that's wrong with your website. Very, very critical. Without this type of audit, you could be losing sales right and left, and you don't even know why you're not growing. You don't even know, well, Mark, I'm not growing. I'm not getting any customers. This is not working out for me. Yes, because you have not taken the steps to audit your website. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I was telling you guys, these are dangerous mistakes for any business, right? And a lot of people ignore this because it's like, oh, well, I don't want to do the work. But how are you going to gain freedom? How are you going to, become wealthy? Like, how are you going to break out of the paycheck to paycheck if you don't want to do work to grow your business, right? So what you want to do is you want to go to Fiverr.com and you want to look for you want to get a website UX audit. Okay, a website UX audit. Okay, Ms. Holland says, GoDaddy always ask me, let's see what she says. GoDaddy always asks me who did my website because everything looks great. That's good. That's good. So don't forget, guys, like, this is extremely important. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It can make or break how many customers you get, how many customers you close, who comes to your website, whether they take you serious or not, whether they believe you or whether they think you're a scam. All right. If you can afford $100, you can get a website audit, a deep audit, an overview of your website. All right. All right, cool. All right. So let's move on to the next mistake that I see a lot of business owners make. All right. Rocket Lawyer. Is there anybody here on this call ever use Rocket Lawyer? If you ever use Rocket Lawyer, go ahead and type in the chat for me. Let me know if you ever heard of Rocket Lawyer, you ever use Rocket Lawyer. Type in the chat for me. Let me know. Let me know whether you've used them or you did not use them. Okay, Jesse said, Ms. Harris says, Jess says, I just signed up for Rocket Lawyer. Holland, never heard of them. Okay, one time. Rocket Lawyer. All right, so we're still talking about the website mistakes, right? Website mistakes. All right, some of you guys are just starting off, right? Some of you already established, some of you are making revenue. I don't know what business you're in. Like I said, it doesn't matter what business you're in, right? But some of you are starting off, some of you are generating revenue, right? But don't forget about the little stuff. Like your website needs a terms and conditions, and it needs a privacy policy. Now, it may not look, this may not look, this may not be like fun, like, right. This, but you're the CEO, like you're the boss, like you are the CEO of your company, right? So you are actually responsible for these things, right? So instead of going on the internet and taking somebody else's terms and conditions or taking their privacy policy, you want to get your own privacy policy and own terms and conditions that's catered directly for your company and directly for your state, wherever you live in, and directly for your website. All right. And I recommend Rocket Lawyer. That's who I recommend. I recommend Rocket Lawyer. Very easy, very user-friendly, very step-by-step. Okay. You don't need any lawyer to draw up your terms and conditions, right? You don't need them to draw up your privacy policy. I mean, you can if you want. Like, you can hire a lawyer to do your terms and conditions. You can hire a lawyer to do your privacy policy. But Rocket Lawyer, they also have lawyers that you can pay, right? And they'll give you a review of your terms and conditions and your privacy policy. Okay? You need all of this stuff on your website. Okay? All right. Sarah says, okay, good. I'm on the right track. Yes, you are on the right track. If you have a website, you need terms and conditions at the bottom of your website, and you also need a privacy policy at the bottom of your website. All right. So Mr. Gayton says LegalZoom as well. So you can do it at LegalZoom as well. Okay. All right. So let's talk about another dangerous mistake that I've seen over the last 8 to 10 years of being in the industry, talking to a lot of business owners, talking to a lot of lawyers, dealing with a lot of customers. Okay. The next thing I've seen is this: not having a handicap, not making your website handicap accessible. Now, let me ask you guys a question. How many of you guys on the call, on this show right now, this stream, how many of you would say that your website is handicap accessible? Type in the chat. Just say, no, not mine. Yes, mine. How many of you guys will say to me right now that your website is handicap accessible? Just go ahead and type in the chat for me. Okay, Ms. Holland says mine is. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else want to share? All right, so listen, all of these years, my own personal website was not handicap accessible. Why, Mark? You're supposed to be the guru. You're supposed to be the coach. Well, you know, why are you teaching us this and yours is not? It's because guess what? I didn't know. That's why. Like, I didn't know. So I went to a conference called LeadCon in Las Vegas, and it's all about compliance, right? Like compliance. And it was one thing I learned from LeadCon is that if you don't make your website handicap accessible, then there's lawyers out there right now that's looking for websites that don't have the handicap accessible logo on it. And they're pretty much suing you. Yep. They're pretty much suing businesses where their websites are not handicap accessible. Okay. So because of that, I'm in the process of using this company right here, Accessible B. Okay. This company right here. I'm in the process of using them to make my website handicap accessible because I don't want to fight off a lawsuit. Is there anybody here that wants to fight off a lawsuit? Who wants to fight off a lawsuit, whether you right or wrong? Nobody wants to fight off a lawsuit, right? So these are dangerous mistakes that business owners are making every single day, and they don't even know that they're making them, right? We don't want to get caught up in this, right? And this is why I do these shows to try to educate you guys to get ahead of the game. We want to get ahead of the game so we can sleep at night. Okay, we want to get ahead of the game so we can sleep at night. All right? I don't have time. I know. Again, this is the website right here, Accessible. Okay? Right here. All right, so check it out. Take a screenshot if you want. Come back and grab the replay if you want. Okay? And make sure you guys look into this. I think this company is around, I think they're like $400 a year. They're like $400 a year. Miss Holland, where did you get yours? Like, who did yours, Miss Holland? You said that your website is handicap accessible. Can you let us know? Can you type in the chat? Where did you get yours set up? Is there a company? Did you have a webmaster set it up for you? Because it's extremely important. GoDaddy set it up for you. Oh, okay. I didn't know GoDaddy offered that. All right. So she said GoDaddy offers that, right? So does GoDaddy offer that? Is like a service that they offer, or did they build your website and it came with it? You can just let us know. You can type in the chat for us. All right. So very, very important. All right. Next thing. All right. Next major mistake. All right. Check this out. Has anybody ever used JustAnswers? Who knows about JustAnswers? Who knows about this company? If you know about JustAnswers, go ahead and type in the chat for me. Let me know if you know. I had to ask them. Let's see what Ms. Holland is saying. I had asked them from being one of your calls about it, and they said yes. Who knows about JustAnswers? Type in the chat. Type in the chat if you know about JustAnswers. Okay, or JustAnswer. All right, so let me tell you about JustAnswer. JustAnswer, let me tell you something, guys. It's like a gold mine. All right. This website is like, it's like a gold mine for answers. Like, right. You have any question that you want. You pay a certain amount of money and you get answers from lawyers, from CPAs. Look, you can even get answers from doctors. Like, say for example, you go to your doctor and you have health anxiety, right? They say, well, your blood work is abnormal. You know, we need to run some more blood work on you, and then we'll get the results back in 2 weeks, right? So you have health anxiety. Some people have health anxiety, like they always worry about something, right? So say, for example, you want a second opinion on a doctor. You know, you want a second opinion. So what you can do is you can go to JustAnswers.com, sign up for the trial, and it'll ask you what category do you want. And you'll say doctors, and then it'll say what doctor you're looking for, and you'll say like a stomach doctor, right? And then you'll ask your question. You'll say my stomach hurts, and the doctor said that they need to do the endoscopy of my stomach, and here's my lab work or whatever. And they'll send that out to multiple doctors in that category, and those doctors will respond to you, and they will tell you exactly what the symptoms are. They'll tell you what could be the outcome. And if you have health anxiety, then that will relieve your mind somewhat, right? Because you're getting an independent answer from another doctor. JustAnswers, not only they have doctors, they have lawyers. Say, for example, if you're getting in a situation and you have a question and you just have one question, right? You don't want to pay a lawyer $200 just to speak for an hour. So you go to JustAnswers, you sign up for their trial, I think it's 7 days. And you can ask questions. You can ask questions to lawyers, CPAs, accountants. I think they even have mechanics there, like if your car breaks down or something. All right. So this is another gold mine right here that a lot of people sleep on. And this is JustAnswers. It's a mistake because people don't use them. They don't use them, right? They waste a lot of money in other places when they can just sign up for a trial and get whatever answers they need, right? And if you want to stay with them, I think it's like $42 a month or something. Okay, $42 a month if you want to stay with them after that. All right, so that's JustAnswers. All right, so another major mistake that I see is this. How many of you guys have LegalShield? Let me know. Go ahead and type in the chat for me and let me know if you have LegalShield. Let me know if you have LegalShield. All right, type in the chat and let me know if do you guys even know what LegalShield is? Number one. I'm going to talk to you about two different programs that LegalShield has. Okay, let me give you an example about LegalShield. LegalShield, okay, Ms. Holland says I do. Now check this out, Ms. Holland. I'm going to show you guys how to utilize LegalShield to the best of your knowledge to protect you, right? So LegalShield, as you know, as a person, if you get the individual plan of LegalShield, it will give you, it's like you could talk to lawyers, you can get contract reviews, right? If you have a contract for you, not your business, your personal self, you can send it to LegalShield. They will review your contracts, and you also get a discount if you want to hire an attorney. And you also get all these other kind of benefits as well from LegalShield, right? So check this out. What you guys probably didn't know is that LegalShield has what we call a trial rider. A trial rider is basically what they're saying is that if you get sued, and you're named in the lawsuit. So say, for example, Ms. Holland, if somebody sues your business and you are a sole proprietor and they name you in the lawsuit, right? You got to defend. You guys understand what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're wrong, you're right or wrong. You still have to show up in court. Okay, you still have to show up in court, no matter what. So you want to make sure that on your personal LegalShield plan that you add the LegalShield trial rider, okay, because it already comes with some legal time, right? If you ever get sued, you can fax in your lawsuit to a lawyer and they'll give you some time on the phone. It depends on how many hours that you have on your plan. So when you call LegalShield back, you ask them about the trial rider. Say, hey, can you add the trial rider? Can you add the trial rider to my plan, right? And what that's going to do is going to give you trial time. So you would get trial time. If you ever went to court and somebody sued you, you would have lawyers that would work on your file for you. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. Let me take let me just have a drink real quick. Are you guys with me? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? This is power right here. What I'm dropping to you, okay? This is power. Okay, you may say, well, Marco, it will never happen to me. Oh, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. If you are in a business and you're dealing with people, customers, it could happen to you, and they can name you in the lawsuit as well. Okay, you guys understand what I'm trying to say? All right, you got to be able to protect yourself in these situations because you don't want to build a business up, build your savings up, build your investment up, and overnight it's gone. Overnight is gone because you don't have any protection, or you digging into your savings for legal funds. All right. So that's the personal plan. Now, here's the second thing with LegalShield. Check this out. LegalShield also have a business plan. Let me repeat. They also have a business plan. Okay. They also have a business plan. Let me repeat what I'm trying to say. LegalShield not only has a personal plan, but they have a business plan. And I think the business plan starts at $49 and up, right? Now check this out. Anything pertaining to your business, you can talk to a business lawyer, a real estate lawyer, a tax lawyer, anything pertaining to your business itself. You have access to business lawyers at $49 a month. Say you want a contract review, fax it over. Say you want a negotiation, fax it over. Say you want LegalShield to send a letter to a customer, a dunning letter, fax it over, right? The business plan is awesome for the simple fact that with the business plan, you get more pre-trial hours. Pre-trial means before you go to court. So say, for example, you don't have any outside insurance, but someone sues your business. You still got to defend, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care. You still have to defend against a lawsuit. Okay, you still have to defend. So if you have LegalShield business, right, then you get more pre-trial time. Now, if you want to step up your game, you go to their highest plan, which is $149. And when you pay $149 a month, you get the most trial time that they offer in that plan, and you get like double or triple pre-trial time. So just imagine you get sued, LegalShield's pre-trial and trial kicks in. So all of that revenue that you would normally have to pay an attorney, you don't have to pay it now because your pre-trial time from LegalShield and your trial time kicks in. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's a 1-2 punch. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That money that would normally come out of your pocket to pay for an attorney for pre-trial time, answering the documents, LegalShield business plan will kick in. All right. I hope that's sinking in, guys. I got some more. Okay. All right. So this was a hard learned lesson that I learned in the very beginning of my stages of running a credit repair business. This was a hard lesson. That's right. I did have a credit repair business. Yeah, I did. After I wrote my book, Hidden Credit Repair Secrets, I started a business, right? But this was a lesson. Like these are lessons. You know what I mean? Like this is not something I read from a book. This is something that I applied. All right. And it's always protected me, right? So let's move on to the next dangerous mistake. Let's move on to the next one. All right. Eno Insurance. Eno, Errors and Omissions Insurance. Does anybody have this type of insurance? Let me know if you have errors and omissions insurance. Does anybody have this type of insurance, errors and omissions? Let me know if you have this type of insurance, errors and omissions insurance. Let me know. Anybody? Anybody has this type of insurance? All right, so let me explain to you what this is. I'll even read it to you. What is errors and omissions insurance? Errors in omission insurance, also known as Eno Insurance, and professional liability insurance. It helps protect you from lawsuits claiming you made a mistake in your professional service. It helps protect you from lawsuits claiming you made a mistake in your professional services. This insurance can help cover your court costs or settlements, which can be very costly for your business to pay on its own. All right, so that's E&O Insurance. Does anybody have this? Okay, Miss Holland says, I do. Debbie says, no. Jeffrey says, I do. Okay, so some of you guys already have it. And the ones who have it, great. You guys are already ahead of the game. You're already ahead of the game. Say, for example, you have some employees, right? Your employees are talking to one of your customers and they say the wrong thing. They make a mistake and cause the customer to do something that causes harm. Your customer comes back and the customer says, hey, you know, your employee told me this and I did this and now it caused me this harm and now I'm suing you. You see, this is where E&O comes in because your employee or yourself made a mistake. You didn't do it intentionally, but you made a mistake and it caused harm. So as your business starts to grow, it's very important that you contact your insurance agent and ask them about the E&O insurance. If you can afford it, get it, okay? Because it will protect you in the long run. All right? All right, cool. So let's talk about another dangerous mistake. Another dangerous mistake that I see business owners make. Trust. Now, when I say trust, we're talking about an actual trust. That's what we're talking about. An actual trust, like a will, right? Like a trust. This is another dangerous mistake that I see business owners make. Not having a trust. Now, check this out. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Please, this is for information only. Do not take this as legal advice. But be honest with me, guys. How many of you guys on the call right now actually have a trust? Okay? It doesn't matter what type of trust, living will, or revocable trust. Do you guys, anybody have a trust that's protecting your assets, right? Does anybody have a trust, okay, that's protecting your assets? All right, Ms. Holland says, I do. Jeffrey says, not yet. Gaten, I do. So look, check it out. This is where LegalShield comes in. What does a trust do? You can put all your assets in a trust, right? And you can control the trust. You understand what I'm saying? Like everything, all your assets, your house, your cars, your jewelry, everything, your business name, your LLC, everything can go in the trust to protect it against frivolous lawsuits, settlements, whatever it is that you're trying to do. I strongly recommend that you guys start if your business is growing, I strongly recommend that you start looking into a trust, right? And then you got to be able to leave your legacy to someone, right? So you build this strong business and then all of a sudden something happens to you. You're incapacitated. You can't speak for yourself. And then what happens? You have kids. You didn't prepare a trust. You have a wife. You have a husband. You didn't prepare a trust. You have this big business. You got these investments. You didn't prepare a trust on who it would go to if something was to happen to you. You guys understand what I'm saying? This is serious. You know, a lot of people are nervous when I talk about this type of stuff. They don't want to hear it, right? Oh, nothing's ever going to happen to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. They don't want to hear that. Okay, they don't want to hear it. You know, they well, I don't have no. Look at Prince. Prince, the singer, the famous singer Prince, didn't even have a will. Now, how crazy is that? How crazy? He didn't have no trust. He didn't have no will, right? And then when he passed away, everybody was fighting over his estate. But why? Why you want to go through that? Like you can get your business handled right now, right? Like you can get that handled right now, right? If you're building an empire, if you're building business credit over here, real estate over here, you put all that into a trust, You pass that down, something happens to you, incapacitated, it transferred over to who? My husband, my spouse, my son, my daughter, my family member. You guys understand what I'm saying? Don't be afraid of the trust. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid, because anything can happen to anyone, okay? You want someone else to carry the torch. So look into a trust. Look into a trust. Get the LegalShield account, and then, talk to them about a trust, okay? All right, let's talk about another dangerous mistake. Arbitration clause. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. First of all, who knows what an arbitration clause is? What is an arbitration clause? If you know what an arbitration clause is, let me know. What is it, first of all? What's an arbitration clause? What does that mean? Like what is the arbitration clause, and why is that so important? Type in the chat for me, guys. Let me know. Type in the chat. Do you know what an arbitration clause is, and do you even have it in all of the contracts that you sent out to your customers? Do you guys even know what an arbitration clause is? Type in the chat. Let me know if you even know what an arbitration clause is and why it's so important to use it. I learned this a long time ago from an attorney when I was running my credit repair business, right? I learned this because I was green at the time. I didn't know, I just was hungry. I wanted to break away from the 9-to-5, and I wanted to start my own business. And I was just hungry. My mind was open. I was trying to learn everything. And I didn't know what arbitration clause was, right? Until he told me. He said, an arbitration clause will stop a lawsuit from going to court. A little paragraph, a little tiny paragraph in your contract will stop a huge lawsuit from going to court. Again, like I said, this is for information only. I'm not an attorney. Don't take this as legal advice at all. Always double check with an attorney regarding an arbitration clause, but you can simply read it, right? Okay? You can simply read it. If there's look, check this out. If somebody's suing you, right? Say they sue you because you messed up their credit report. You dropped their credit score, and they sue you. And that contract is sent to the judge from your attorney. You know what the judge is going to say? The judge is going to say, motion to dismiss is granted. Well, motion to dismiss. Your attorney submits a motion to dismiss to the judge. The judge is going to say, granted. Why? Why is he dismissing this? You know why? Because there's an arbitration clause in the contract. I just saved you guys thousands and thousands of dollars of attorney fees. That one little clause says, we have to arbitrate this. Okay? We have to arbitrate this. Okay? It can't go to court. We need to arbitrate this. So what am I saying, guys? Look, check this out. What I'm saying is that every single contract that you have, you need to make sure that there's an arbitration clause in that contract. And here's another thing that I recommend. Before you send out any contract to anybody, have a LegalShield attorney review the contract and ask them to do this. Say, hey, look, can you check this contract and to make sure that I'm protected against going to court? Can you make sure identifications clauses are in there? Can you make sure the arbitration clauses are in there? Because there was a case a long time ago where someone tried to sue me before I even got into the industry, and there was an arbitration clause in that contract, and the court just kicked it right out. The court just knocked it right down to arbitration, and that case was over. That case was over because the person didn't want to go to arbitration. They wanted to go to court because they figured they can get more money. So the court kicked it back down. Okay, the court kicked it back down. Okay, because they said because of this clause. Okay, because of this one clause in the contract, the court kicked it down and said, no, you need to go to arbitration with this. You can't bring this to the district court. All right. So this may, some of you guys may be like, well, I never heard of this before. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. Like, I never heard of this before. But check this out. Inside of the Client Dispute Manager software, we have sample contracts, right? We have a demo contract. We have a sample contract. And guess what? The arbitration clause is already there in the sample contract. All right. So we're trying to look out for our customers. So anybody who signs up for our software, we're trying to look out for you, because there's a lot of new people that don't know anything about that. I didn't know anything either when I first started. Okay. I didn't know anything. All right. So now I listen, when I first started, I listened to people like me. Like, I went to webinars. I tried to figure out like who was teaching about this business. And I tried to go and I try to listen and I try to learn everything. That's how I know. Okay. That's how I know. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what we sent here. Miss Harris, this was my next question. I need MJ to get back to me ASAP. Miss Harris, listen, do me a favor. Send me a message on Facebook. Send me a private message with your phone number. And our staff leaves. They leave. I'm not sure if they're still there or not. I think they leave at 9. Not sure. But anyway, send me a message and I'll have somebody call you. They'll call you tonight. Okay. That's why I love you so much. Well, thank you. Glad I found this channel. Really good information. Well, thank you. All right. So check this out. As you guys know, I always say this. Listen, I always have free training for you. Okay. If you was on my last call before, I told you before that I have free step-by-step training. Okay. And I'm going to tell you again, I got this free training right here. If anybody here on the call is looking to start and run a successful credit repair business, this is the time to sign up for my free step-by-step 30-day email masterclass. All right. So this is an email masterclass. All right. So what are you going to get in this email masterclass? Well, first of all, it's free. So I want everybody to take a screenshot of this screen right here. Take a screenshot of this screen. Let me open it big. Go ahead and take a screenshot. You can go to myfreetraining.info. Myfreetraining.info. Take a screenshot of this right here. Myfreetraining.info. Okay. Now, what are you going to learn? What are you going to learn in this? Okay. So even if you are an established credit repair company, you can still go through my free training. Okay. You can still go through it. I just gave you guys some tremendous amount of nuggets, and that was free. Okay. And you understand what I'm saying? Like, that just saved you 10 years of research and headache too at the same time. All right. So I'm giving away free training on how to start and run and scale a credit repair business from the comfort of your home. And I'm giving you step by step. So this is a masterclass, and you're going to get an email every single day teaching you another step that you should take to start, run, and grow. Because I don't want you to be confused. I want you to know exactly what to do. And even if you're an established credit repair company, you can never stop learning. You can never stop learning. All you have to do, guys, is go to myfreetraining.info. Okay? myfreetraining.info. And right there, you can sign up for my free masterclass. And I promise you, you won't regret it. You won't regret the training that you're going to get from me for free. All right. Absolutely free. All right. So listen, we're going to wrap it up now. Is there any questions that you guys have about the 10 dangerous mistakes that I've seen companies make throughout the 8 to 9, 10 years? Do you guys have any questions before we wrap up? Any questions at all? at all. Any questions? The replay will absolutely be in Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, the replay will already be there. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, the replay will already be there. And if you're on Facebook, we're going to pin it to the top on each group. So does anybody have any questions about these 10 dangerous mistakes that I've seen customers make? Ms. Harris says, all this info was new to me. Thank you so much. Ms. Harris, you're absolutely welcome. Okay. I didn't know this either. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you something else. There's a lot of people out here right now that don't know it either. Okay. And they still don't know it, right? Because they chose not to watch the Facebook Live, the stream. They chose not to do it. So they don't know. You know what I mean? So what else we got? Thank you so much. Before we go, can you guys let me know which of these mistakes that you're going to use, which one of them are you going to go out and implement starting this week? Out of the 10, if you remember, which one of them are you going to start implementing right away? Go ahead and type that in the chat for me, and we'll wrap it up for today. Which one are you going to implement right away? All right, Ms. Harris says trademark. Oh, yes. Absolutely. That's like your number one thing. Trademark is like the number one thing you got to do. I'm telling you. Ms. Richardson says, thank you. I'm going to start with the trust. Yes, because anything can happen at any day to anybody. Facebook user, the clause, getting my name trademark. So Facebook user said, I'm going to add the arbitration clause into my contract and I'm going to get my name trademark. Absolutely. Absolutely. Website audit. Yes. Website audits are critical. Look, a website audit can make or break your business, guys. I'm telling you, if you think you know everything, you don't know everything. Like you don't. Nobody knows everything, right? You know, this information I'm giving you is worth at least 10 grand. At least 10,000 right now. You should write me out a check for 10,000. All right, because the information I'm giving you is $10,000 to $20,000 worth of value. All right. Okay. So Ms. Holland says trademark. Yes. Gating, errors, and omissions. Absolutely. Right away. Okay. Bayer, trademark, and its user come on teacher. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out today. Again, go to myfreetraining.info, grab my free step-by-step 30-day email masterclass on how to start, run a credit repair business. Guys, I just got on TikTok. I know I'm late. Go find me on TikTok and follow me. I'm putting a lot of videos like this on TikTok, right? Like a little short 10-minute tips that's going to help you grow your business, right? So my handle on TikTok is Client Dispute Manager CEO. That's my handle. Yeah, my handle on TikTok is Client Dispute Manager CEO. So find me on TikTok, follow me, and you're going to get some different videos that I don't really do here, right? So I'm going to do a nice little tip almost every day for the next 30 days on TikTok, just trying to educate a lot of these credit repair businesses out there about the growth of their business, the running their business, the starting their business, protecting their business. And I want you, if you build an empire, I want you to protect the empire, right? Like you got to protect the empire so you don't have to go back to a 9-to-5 job. All right. No one wants to go back to a 9-to-5 job. If you're working a 9-to-5, we got to get you out of the 9-to-5 and get you running smoothly, right? We don't want you working for someone for the rest of your life, right? And this is why I'm going to be doing a lot of these growth videos, right? So I can help you guys understand that whatever it is that you're trying to do, it can be accomplished. And lastly, before I go, I want to let you guys know in the next couple of days, if you are a Client Dispute Manager software member, when you log in, you're going to see a new menu. This is a new menu and it's called Get Customers, right? So what we've done is we realize a lot of people struggle in that area. So what we've done is that we curated 101 ways, 101 different ways on how you guys can generate leads and grow your business and take it to the next level. So I hope you're ready for that. And I hope if you're not a client dispute manager software member, you need to jump fast. Like you need to run super fast and become a member, because this 101 ways is not available in the trial. And it's only available to all of our current and new active members in all plans. 101 different strategies that you can use to grow your credit repair business. And it's exclusively in the Client Dispute Manager software. You can get it at clientdisputemanagersoftware.com. All right. So that is it. That's it, guys. Ms. Harris says, ready to pay. Laugh out loud. I did my research. I think I'll be in good hands. You will be in good hands. Trust me. Ms. Holland says, thank you. Thank you. I'm a member and I'm loving the software. Been a member since 2019. Ms. Holland, thank you so much. We got a lot in store for the Client Dispute Manager. We got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of releases coming up this month. We got 101 ways coming out in the next 2 days. We also got another module that's coming out. It's called Business Tips. Yeah, we're going to actually show you guys how to run and be successful in your credit repair business. We're not talking about just growing it, but we're talking about all the secrets to running it, right? Like all the secrets gurus don't want you to know. Like the gurus, they want you to pay millions, not millions, but they want you to pay thousands of dollars to mentor them, right? So we got these new modules called Business Secret Tips that we're putting right in the software, and you'll be able to see all these different things that you can do to actually run a successful credit repair business. That's going to be put in the software as well. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. And yes, the software is excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you again. Stay tuned for next week. I'm not going to tell you what the next week's show is, but make sure when I do post the show, and make sure you schedule so you can get the notifications. You hit the notification bell. But I got another great show coming up next. Do I have one next week? I think I do. I'll let you guys know. All right, guys. Until then, take care, and I'll see you on the next show. Take care.